Namaskar. Shani Maharaj, Saturn is going retrograde. Retrograde means the planet appears to be moving backwards. And energetically, it wants to give you results of the previous house. So this is a big change. There's a massive shift. Shani is the slowest moving planet. And so when a slow moving planet changes direction, it's a big deal. So that impacts at least two or three signs very deeply. Of course, then we have the aspects, and then there's the concept of Sade Sati. So Sade Sati equation also changes with the Saturn going retrograde. So Shani Maharaj will be going retrograde in the sign of Pisces. And so that means it will give us results as if it's sitting in Aquarius. That'll be over 4 months period of retrograde Saturn from 12th of July through 17th of November. So we'll look at each of the 12 rising signs, how that may impact you. But of course, you have to look at it in conjunction with your natal chart to get the full picture. For that, you can book a reading consultation, or you can join our courses, become your own astrologer, help yourself, your family, and a lot of other people. We also have a webinar coming up July 12th that is finding your purpose through your birth chart. Amazing, very powerful information, no matter what level you're at, absolute beginners or you're practicing astrology, you'll get something out of it. So that's all coming up. So before we get started with Aries, I want to look at a few charts from the comments that you put in different videos, and that way you can learn practically what's happening in people's lives. But of course, that's also not the full picture. We have to look at the whole chart in conjunction with the transits chart. That gives you a clear idea what's going on. So let's look at a few charts. And so write in the comment section where your Saturn is placed, the natal Saturn, and then where your moon is placed, and the time, your local time when you're watching this video, and your time zone. That helps us a lot to give you better service. This is the first chart, Samantha Adams, 5640. I love the music at the beginning, thank you. I have my moon in Aries, Ketu in Scorpio, and Libra ascendant. So moon in Aries, you got to be very careful during this Mars-Ketu transit. Both are in the sign of Leo, so there'll be trines to your moon. So huge impact of this fiery Pitta energy of Mars and Ketu on your natal moon. There could be anger, frustration, a lot of stop and go. Be careful while driving also, but there could be a lot of Pitta in your mind. Secondly, Libra ascendant. So that's where Rahu is. Not in Libra, but trines to that. So Rahu is currently in Aquarius. So that may impact your logical mind. You may feel like doing new things, maybe even traveling, but 100 different directions you're running in, a lot of opportunities. So you got to stay grounded, do lots of remedies for Rahu, and also try to focus. And you can do earthing exercises, all of that. Then you have Ketu is in Scorpio. That is the water sign, and then Saturn is currently in Pisces. So while Saturn is in Pisces, that'll be trines to your Ketu. So you have to be careful in general in your profession, in your career. There may be some kind of delay, obstacle, challenge, or break or something going on, but it's forcing you to align your purpose with your career, profession, whatever you're doing. You want to do that not just as a job, to make sure that aligns with your passion, with your strengths, with your skills. Otherwise, there could be a lot of challenges, obstacles, even a break in your career. So that's what's happening over the next few months. Next, we have a comment from number one can stop me, number one. I don't know the name. So anyway, they're saying my chart is weird. I'm coming from Europe, and I do like learning Vedic astrology. So in sidereal Vedic system, I have Scorpio, Anuradha Lagna, Anuradha Rahu. My natal moon is exalted in Taurus in Rohini. But there is also Ketu in Taurus, which is in Kritika. So that is a weird combination, and transits are always opposite for them. Now I see to check Mars natal placement in Sagittarius, Venus, Mercury, Mars. Nothing new for me to be full of anger and wanting to burn everything. So, okay, so first of all, you have your moon is in Rohini Nakshatra. You got to be very careful in terms of jealousy from other people, especially other women may be jealous of you, your job, whatever, anything about your life. Because Rohini was the favorite nakshatra of the moon. Secondly, so many planets concentrated in the fire signs in Sagittarius: Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Sun. So that means you have to be very vigilant and careful during this Mars Ketu combination transit that's taking place right now until end of July. It's building up right now. The peak of this conjunction will be on July 20th, but they'll be together still in the sign of Leo until 28th of July. So be careful this whole month because so many of your planets are under intense pressure of the fiery Pitta planets Mars and Ketu. Next, we have chart of clarity-B33. They're saying natal Vedic chart, Aries rising nakshatra is Chitra, Rahu in the 4th house, Jupiter in the 11th house. Then you're not liking this combination. I'm not so clear on how that works because I thought myself Aries Pisces cusp. So now, okay, so this is very, very powerful, very important. So now your Jupiter is in the 11th house. That means your natal Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius. Why that's so powerful right now? Because Rahu just entered the sign of Aquarius last month, about a month ago. So right now, Rahu is on top of your Jupiter in your 11th house. That means reaching out to the masses, social media, writing, marketing, publication, communication, all of that will be extremely powerful. So not only this is Rahu on top of Jupiter, but Rahu loves being in the 11th house. So really powerful, excellent for all this social media writing, especially creative writing, out of the box thinking, out of the box writing, and reaching out to the masses. So wonderful period for you. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, so these are the three charts. We will start with the Aries rising now. So again, you can write in the comments. We may pick your charts next time. Write the time zone where you're located, your current time when you're watching the video, and where your Saturn is placed and where your Moon is placed. So first of all, we have the sign of Aries, Aries Lagna, Aries Ascendant, Aries Rising. Now that means your first house is Aries. So we're looking at these transits from Lagna, from Ascendant, because that represents the external manifestation. That's physically how things will manifest. You can look at the transits from Moon, but that'll only give you how you feel things, not so much the external manifestation. So that's why I always stress on looking at the transits from the with respect to the Lagna chart. So Aries rising, what's happening? Saturn will be going retrograde. Saturn is sitting in the sign of Pisces. It will remain in Pisces throughout this retrograde duration, which is July 12th through November 17th, over 4 months. But it will be retrograde in Pisces. That means it wants to give you results of the previous sign. Retrograde means planet wants to go back or change direction. So from Pisces, that means Saturn wants to go back to your 11th house. Now that is the sign of Aquarius, and that happens to be the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. That means Saturn is extremely powerful in that house, in that sign of Aquarius. So this is a really perfect combination for Saturn and Rahu in your 11th house. Now what will happen is your 11th house will get a huge boost. We'll talk what specific areas. Your 10th house will get a huge boost because the 10th lord is coming to the second from itself. Not physically. Saturn is not physically going to be in Aquarius, but because it's retrograde, it wants to give you results as if it is sitting in the sign of Aquarius. That is your 11th house. So in that case, the 10th lord, which is Saturn, will be sitting in the 11th lord. That means second house from itself. So this is a good period for you for your career, solidify your career, long-term planning, strategic thinking, big projects, favors from authorities, all of that. So, and secondly, your 11th house is getting a huge boost because Rahu is the co-ruler of Aquarius, and then Saturn, Aquarius is Saturn's Mula Trikona Rashi. That means it's like the CEO sitting in the office executing things. And so this powerful combination, Saturn and Rahu, will give you a lot of opportunities with respect to making friends, social media, with respect to how to make money. That is how to grow your income. But there could be some differences with your older siblings, especially, or on the social media. Yes, this is powerful to do things on social media, but there may be there may be misunderstandings from time to time. So you have to be careful on that front. And also Jupiter's drishti aspect is also there on your 11th house. So an 11th house is the house of fulfillment of desires. So you'll notice that you're getting a lot more accomplished, a lot more desires are coming true, they're becoming a reality. But this is the time that you should be on social media. You may say, oh, I never done it, but you got, see, Rahu in the 11th house in anyway is asking you to reach out to the humanity, to solve big problems of the humanity through innovative ways, through unconventional ways. That's Rahu. That's what Rahu is doing in your 11th house. Now Saturn will join that Rahu. So this is extremely powerful because both Saturn and Rahu are the co-rulers of Aquarius, especially Saturn being Mool Trikona Rashi of Saturn. So sky is the limit. Think of ways of improving your income, reaching out to the masses, taking care of your older siblings, spending time with your older siblings, but also how you can improve your income. That is the 11th. So that's what's happening for Aries rising. Write in the comment section where you're located, your time zone, what time you're watching this video, and where your Saturn is placed in the chart and where Moon is placed. We'll pick a few charts in every video. Also join our upcoming webinar on 12th of July, a free webinar on how to find your purpose. And of course, if you want a deep dive, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. Consider joining our courses also if you want to learn traditional, authentic, real astrology, South Indian lineage of Bhrigu Nandinari. Join our courses. Link is there down below as well. So that's for Aries. Next we have Taurus rising, Taurus Lagna, Taurus ascendant. Again, these videos, the transit videos, you want to look at from your Lagna, from your ascendant. You can look from your moon, from your Rashi also, but that will give you the effect on your mind. If you want to look at the external manifestation, then you want to look from the Lagna. So Taurus Lagna, for Taurus Lagna, Saturn will be going retrograde in the sign of Pisces for these 4 months, 12th of July through November 17th. So that's a big shift, huge change happening. So Saturn is the slowest moving planet. So sitting in your 11th house in the sign of Pisces for Taurus rising, Saturn goes retrograde. A retrograde planet means it wants to give you results of the previous sign, previous house, as if it's sitting in the previous sign. So in Pisces, but it wants to give you results of Aquarius. That means Saturn wants to go to your 10th house of career. So you'll have the energy of Saturn and Rahu in the 10th house for these 4 months. And that's very significant. Your career is going to get a huge boost. Your 9th house ruler is also Saturn. That's the sign of Capricorn. And so the 9th house lord is going to be giving you results of the 10th house as if it's sitting in the next house. So 9th house is getting a boost because the lord is sitting in the second from itself. So 9th house means you will have, this is a combination of 9th house and 10th house activation. Okay, that means a clear direction of your path. You'll have a lot of clarity on your spiritual path, on your dharma, on your career also, and how you can align your career with your purpose. What's your purpose? What is your dharma? Your faith, your belief system, all of that will be aligned during this transit. You'll have a huge opportunity, a lot of these insights as to what you want to do with your life. At the same time, 9th house means higher studies. So this is an excellent 4-month window, which is giving you sort of like a second chance to pick up the things related to your 9th house and your 10th house. So you can become a guru, a teacher, you can share your wisdom, or you can spend a lot of time yourself with your gurus, with your sangha, long distance travel, pilgrimage, all those are going to be fantastic. At the same time, 10th house activated means your career will have a huge momentum. You'll get a lot of opportunities, new projects, new initiatives, even starting a new business, depending on your natal chart, of course. So you have to superimpose these transits on top of your natal chart to get the full picture. But overall, for all Taurus rising, this will be an excellent period. You'll get a lot of breaks and opportunities. Break as in a good break, a good opportunity like that. to expand your business, to expand your career. And this is the time to act and think outside the box. With Rahu Saturn energy, it's extremely vata. That means like pulling ideas out of thin air. So in your work, in your profession, be extremely creative. At the same time, there could be a lot of scattered energy, too much running around in many directions in your career. So you got to stay focused, stay grounded, do grounding exercises, anulom vilom, hugging the trees, walking bare feet, do lots of uh, oil massage, oleation. That's needed for everybody, but for Taurus rising, that'll directly help you this grounding energy in your profession, in your work. So you'll make more progress. So these two houses are completely getting activated. At the same time, this will also shift how Sade Sati is impacting different people. So if you have your moon sitting in the sign of Capricorn, that is in your ninth house for Taurus rising, then you will again have this impact, all this kind of like Sade Sati, mini Sade Sati again for 4 months. From July 12th through November 17th, you'll again experience Sade Sati. You thought you were done with Sade Sati, but it'll come back because of the retrograde motion of Saturn. So it wants to give you results as if it's sitting in the sign of Aquarius. And write in the comment section where your Saturn is placed, where your moon is placed, and also what's your time zone and the time of the day when you're watching this video. So we may pick your chart for the next video and give some insight. And if you want a deep dive in your chart, you can book a consultation. You can join our courses, learn traditional authentic astrology, and join our upcoming webinar on July 12th. In fact, that's the day when Saturn is going retrograde. And now, before going retrograde, the planet is Stambhi. That means it is stationary for a few days. So those are extremely powerful few days for seeking blessings of the planet. So that's what's happening for the sign of Taurus. Taurus rising, Taurus lagna, Taurus ascendant. Next we have Gemini rising, Gemini lagna, Gemini ascendant. We're not talking about the moon sign, we're not talking about the Rashi, but we're talking about the lagna. And you can see these transits from your moon sign, but that'll give you just how you feel things inside. But if you want to look at the external manifestation, how things will practically show up in your life, what will be the impact of this transit physically, externally, then you want to look at the rising chart, the Lagna chart. So for Gemini rising, Saturn Shani Maharaj will be retrograde sitting in your 10th house in the sign of Pisces. Now retrograde planet means it wants to go back one sign, gives you result as if it's sitting in the previous sign, previous house. So that means for during this 4-month retrograde period, July 12th through November 17th, think of Saturn as if it's sitting in your 9th house, which is the sign of Aquarius. Now, Saturn in Aquarius is extremely strong. Saturn, that's the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn, as if executive, like CEO sitting in the office. So it'll give you very powerful results related to the 9th house. At the same time, Rahu is sitting there in your 9th house as well. And Rahu is also the co-lord of the sign of Aquarius. So both the rulers of Aquarius, Saturn and Rahu, will be in their own sign, own house, strengthening your 9th house. This is an excellent, powerful period to focus on your dharma, your spiritual path. See, Rahu is a maverick. Saturn also gives you unconventional results because of the story in our Puranas. We see the birth of Shani Maharaj, and Saturn was considered the, you can say, illegitimate child or unconventional child, Surya. And so now these two sort of unconventional planets are going to be sitting in your 9th house. They'll do something extraordinary. So they'll give you insights into what is your purpose, what's your dharma. Some gurus may actually appear in your life because 9th house also represents gurus. You may get insights from within, intuition, but also a good chance because Jupiter is also trines to Aquarius right now. So Jupiter is giving you blessings of the 9th house matters. So that means all of a sudden maybe some gurus will appear in your life. You'll learn from the gurus, or you may yourself become a guru. Or you may do higher studies or learn wisdom, spend time with your Sangha, spend time at the temple. That is the best remedy during these 4 months, is Saturn is giving you a second chance to rekindle, to strengthen, to activate your 9th house. 9th house represents religious places. So just going and sitting in the temple if possible, every day, even for a few minutes during these 4 months, will give you excellent results. Uh, at the same time, Saturn is your eighth lord. So eighth lord is coming and giving you results as if it's sitting in the ninth house. So second house from itself, that means it will strengthen your eighth house. You may get some inheritance. You may also, there'll be a lot of change and transformation. And when eighth lord has a connection with the ninth house means there is literally, you learn the pearls of wisdom. You learn the esoteric secrets that are buried at the bottom of the ocean. That's the eighth house. You learn those and then apply those and in fact share all of that wisdom with other people as a guru, as a teacher, as a guide. So that's what Saturn will do. Now also, if your moon is in Capricorn, Makar Rashi, then you may also experience this window as a mini Sade Sati, return of Sade Sati for you, because then Saturn will be considered as if it's sitting in Aquarius. But then if you're Aquarius moon, then definitely you'll feel this pressure of Shani Maharaj going over your moon. So this will become like the middle phase of Sade Sati again. Okay, so this may cause emotional churning. It's like polishing your mind. So you may do a lot of hard work, but this will really clarify your reason of existence, your purpose, your dharma, and you will align your career with your purpose. You will no longer, so this is like second chance. Shani Maharaj is giving you a second chance. You'll no longer be doing a job or working for paycheck. You'll be aligning your karma with your purpose, with who you are. And then in terms of remedies also, one thing is you be careful dealing with your gurus. Actually, there could be maya, illusion, some kind of scandals, misunderstanding, misinformation, some secretive things going on in connection with your spiritual sangha or with your gurus. So be careful. Don't trust people. When it comes to spiritual beliefs or spiritual organizations, during these 4 months, do not blindly have faith on people. So do your due diligence. And also the general remedies you can do that apply to all the 12 rising signs, which is oil massage, pranayam, and doing remedies for Shani and Rahu. You can check out my website, Planetary Remedies section on bharatastroveda.com. And write in the comment section where your Saturn is placed, where your moon is placed, and what time zone you're located in, and your current time when you're watching this video. We may pick your chart and discuss a few things about several charts in the future video. So that's what's happening for the sign of Gemini, Gemini Lagna, Gemini, rising Gemini, ascendant. Next is Cancer, rising Cancer, Lagna Cancer, ascendant. And we're looking at the rising sign, not the moon sign. If you want to look at the transits from the moon sign, you can do that, but that will give you the emotional impact of the transit, not how things are manifesting in the external world. So if you want to see the result practically in the external life, what this transit will do, you want to look at the transit from your Lagna. So for Cancer rising, Cancer Lagna, and that's again based on the sidereal Vedic zodiac. Saturn, Shani Maharaj, is transiting through the sign of Pisces in your ninth house. So Shani Maharaj will still continue to be in your ninth house in the sign of Pisces physically, but it will appear to be moving backwards. That means it wants to give you results as if it's sitting in the previous sign or the previous house. So during these 4 months, July 12th through November 17th, Shani Maharaj, even though physically sitting in your ninth house, will give you results of the eighth house. Now, what's happening in your eighth house? For Cancer rising, eighth house will have the energy of Rahu and Saturn combined. That's a lot of Vata energy. One thing is you have to be careful about any secretive things going on in your life, especially connected to your relationships, because your seventh lord is going to go to your eighth house, or it'll give you the results as if it's placed in the eighth house. So be careful. At least from your side, there are no secretive things, but also there may be some hidden surprises that you may have to work on. Then Rahu Saturn in the eighth house, but that's the sign of Aquarius, and both Rahu and Saturn are the co-rulers, co-lords of Aquarius. So it's a very powerful combination. At the same time, this is the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. So immense energy going there. So you may actually get some kind of inheritance. There may be some revelation. Eighth house is the hidden secrets. Eighth house is all the secrets of the universe. Who am I? What's my connection with the universe? All of that will be revealed to you if you have your mind and ears and eyes open. And if you're doing things related to the 8th house and the 12th house, because Jupiter from the 12th house is giving you direct blessings for the 8th house. The trinal aspect of Jupiter is there as well. So this will completely activate your moksha trikona. You'll get huge blessings of the 8th house. That means the more you can learn about esoteric subjects, literally studying astrology. 8th house is connected with astrology, or energy healing, things like that. Activate your subconscious mind. That's what's happening. So this will give you a lot of insights. Now, see, the 8th house also is hidden. That means it can be scary. So, but when Rahu goes there, it makes you fearless in terms of exploring the secrets of the universe. But then now Saturn will assist Rahu, and both are extremely powerful. And in fact, Rahu, whatever planet Rahu is sitting with, it makes its energy 100 times more powerful for good or for bad. Now, Saturn will be in the Mula Trikona Rashi in the 8th house in sign of Aquarius. It's very, very strong. That means Rahu will make it even much more stronger. So, to summarize, your 8th house, you'll see a lot of blessings. If you are into financial management, you manage money for other people, this will be fantastic in the finance industry. Or your own inheritance, things like that. But do not waste this opportunity, with not focusing on your spiritual development, understanding the secrets of the universe, literally. Then, in terms of 7th house, normally it's a good placement if the lord of the house is placed in the next house or the second house from itself. So that'll be the case when Saturn goes retrograde. But because it's the 8th house, and also Saturn is not such a big friend of Cancer rising, it's not a functional benefit. So you may have some ups and downs, challenges in your relationship. So that's one area you got to be careful about. But this will give you a lot of unconventional ideas on how to improve your relationships, or if you're looking for getting married especially, you may have a lot of opportunities. You may meet a lot of people, but in a spiritual setting, possibly. Now, at the same time, if your moon is in Capricorn, then you may experience 4 more months of Sade Sati. If your moon is in Aquarius, then definitely this will be a huge, like the return of Sade Sati. So Saturn will be directly on top of your natal moon. That's because of retrograde motion. And so do lots of remedies of Saturn, but this will be very powerful activation, both of your moon and Saturn Rahu together, both on top of your moon. But yes, be careful. Emotional ups and downs, emotional churning, that is possible. So to learn more, you want to superimpose your transit chart on top of your natal chart. That gives you the full picture. If you want a deep dive, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. You can join our courses, learn this authentic traditional Vidya, wisdom. And then also we have a free webinar coming up on 12th of July. That'll be on how to find your purpose through your chart. So really powerful techniques we'll be sharing. We may pick 1 or 2 charts from the audience also. Plus, in this video, a lot of people watch, but a small portion of those are subscribers. So if you can click the subscribe button, if you haven't already, that really, really helps us. Plus, in the comment section, every single comment I read personally, and write down where your Saturn is placed, where your moon is placed, and then what's your time zone, and then what time it is right now when you're watching this video. We may pick a few comments and then discuss those charts in the future videos. Thanks for watching. So that's all what's happening just for this transit, the Saturn transit in the sign of Pisces, retrograde Saturn. Watch the other videos as to what's happening with other planets, and then combine all of those and then superimpose on your natal chart. So that gives you the full picture. So that's for Cancer rising. Next, we have Leo rising, Leo Lagna, Leo ascendant. Now, this transit, pretty much all transits will look from the rising sign. You can look at the transit from your moon sign, but that'll give you the impact on your mind. how you feel things, how you feel that transit in your mind inside. But if you want to see the external manifestation, what's going to happen externally in your life, then you want to see the transits from your rising sign. So this is for Leo rising. And first of all, let me just mention, if you have your moon in Capricorn or Aquarius, you'll feel this as a renewed Sade Sati. That means you'll have huge impact of Saturn on your moon. So return of Sade Sati, so to speak. So you can do more remedies for Saturn during these 4 months when Saturn goes retrograde from 12th of July through 17th of November. So that's regarding Sade Sati. Now, retrograde means Saturn wants to go back to the previous sign, or at least it wants to give you results of the previous sign. So for Leo rising, Saturn is in your 8th house in the sign of Pisces. Now with retrograde, it wants to go back to your 7th house, as if it's sitting in the 7th house. So that's what's happening. So that's the shift. Now, what does all that mean? First of all, your 7th house will get huge power, tremendous upsurge of energy in your relationships, because 11th house is Aquarius. Rahu is the co-lord of Aquarius, and now Saturn retrograde motion, it's as if it's sitting in the sign of Aquarius, and Aquarius happens to be the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. So Saturn becomes very, very powerful in your 7th house in the sign of Aquarius, and Rahu, whichever planet it's sitting with, will give you, huge results of that planet if it's positively placed. So Saturn, not only Mula Trikona Rashi, but because of the Rahu's influence, will give you even 100 times more powerful results. So the sky is the limit right now for you to develop a strong, long-term, one-on-one partnerships. That's for your personal also, but for your business as well. So, and you'll meet a lot of unconventional people. That's because Rahu and Saturn both are unconventional planets in different sense, but watch my other videos. Actually, earlier in the sign of Taurus, I think we discussed why they are both unconventional. So that means you will develop this innovative partnerships, unconventional partnerships with people. In your personal life also, you may meet people who are unconventional, or foreigners, or people from a different culture than what you grew up in. So, and then if you're already married, let's say you have a partner already, then this will give you opportunity to strengthen your bond, to do things that are long term, and to do meaningful things in your relationship, because Saturn does not waste any time. And so that 7th house is getting the boost. At the same time, your 6th house will also get the strength when Saturn goes retrograde. That means the reason being, the 6th Lord Saturn will appear to be sitting in the 7th house. So that means 2nd house from itself. So 6th house will get strength. That means it'll be good for your job, for your profession. It'll be good for your own health. It'll be good for your dinacharya, your daily routine. It'll be good to tackle the enemies. Take care of the enemies, because Rahu will again strengthen your 6th Lord. So both the inner enemies and the external enemies, challenges, obstacles. Now, one caution, try not to take any new loans during this time period, during the retrograde motion, because there could be Maya, illusion. The things may not be the way they seem to be. So that way, although 6th house getting a lot of strength in fighting the enemies, being strong, taking care of your health, doing a lot of volunteer service. That's the best remedy during this retrograde motion of Saturn. And Saturn is your 7th Lord also. So to improve your relationships, connections, health, job, all of that, you can do lots of pranayam, you can do lots of oil massage, you can do remedies of Saturn, remedies of Rahu, and in general, just do a lot of volunteer work. So that's what's happening. And then also, if your moon is in Capricorn, then also you will have this return of Sade Sati for 4 months. Plus, if you have moon in Aquarius, then definitely you'll feel huge pressure. The Saturn will literally be sitting on top of your natal moon. So almost like the middle phase of Sade Sati will return for these 4 months. You want to do lots of Saturn, Shani remedies. And then also, if you want to deep dive, we superimpose your transit chart on your natal chart. That gives you the full picture. You can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. If you want to be your own astrologer and then help yourself, your family, and help other people, join our courses. They're evergreen. You can join anytime. Plus, we have a webinar coming up on the 12th of July. You can join that as well. We'll discuss how to find your purpose through your chart. And in the comment section, just write where your Saturn is placed, where your moon is placed, and also what's your time zone and the current time when you're watching this video. We may pick a few charts every video. We actually pick 2-3 charts and discuss, give some guidance based on your placements, how the transits may impact you based on your natal chart. So that's what's happening for the sign of Leo. Leo rising, Leo Lagna, Leo ascendant. Next we have Virgo rising, Virgo Lagna, Virgo ascendant. These transits you want to look from the rising sign. You can look at the transits from your moon sign, which is Rashi, but that will give you how you feel things in your mind. It's an emotional connection. But if you want to see the external manifestation, then look, see from the rising sign. So for Virgo rising, Virgo Lagna, Saturn Shani Maharaj is sitting in your 7th house in the sign of Pisces, and it's going retrograde. So that means it wants to give you results as if it's sitting in your 6th house, which is the sign of Aquarius. So now what's happening is your 6th house will have the energy of Rahu and Shani Maharaj together. 6th house is the sign of Aquarius. Rahu is the co-lord of Aquarius, plus Saturn is also the lord. Not just the lord, Aquarius is the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. That means it feels like as if CEO is sitting in the office giving you powerful results. And Rahu, a peculiar quality of Rahu is that it will make the conjunct planet 100 times more powerful. That means now when Saturn gives you energy of the 6th house and it's very, very strong, that means Rahu's connection with Saturn will make it even 100 times more powerful. So sky is the limit. 6th house will give you powerful results, immense power to fight the enemies, really powerful focus on your health, how to improve your health, and volunteer service for other people. Your dinacharya, your daily routine will become good. You'll be able to focus on doing things every day for your health in general, helping other people, but for your job also. This is going to be an extremely powerful window of 4 months when you'll have a lot of ideas, a lot of out-of-box thinking. But be careful, there is no Maya illusion or some kind of scandals or things going on behind your back in your workplace. So that's one caution. Secondly, if possible, do not take any new loans during this period. Otherwise, your 5th house is also getting a boost because the 5th lord will give you results as if it's sitting in the 2nd house from itself. That is the 6th house. So the 5th house will get a lot of strength. That means this will be a good period for your children, a good period for your romantic relationships, and also very good for doing creative work. And in your children's life also, you'll see they'll have a lot of positivity and positive results and strong things happening. Now, one caution is in the stock market, be careful. This is not a financial advice by any means. We're just talking about the energy. And because there's a lot of this Vata energy, Rahu and Saturn both are very Vata planets in the 6th house of health. So do more grounding exercises, lots of Abhyanga, oil massage, Shirodhara, and then pranayam, anulom vilom, the alternate nostril breathing especially. Now those apply to all the 12 signs, 12 rising signs, but especially for Virgo rising, you do want to do these things much more because that's taking place in your 6th house. A lot of energy of Rahu and Saturn in the 6th house. And if you have your moon in either in the sign of Capricorn or in the sign of Aquarius, that means you will feel the return of Sade Sati in a big way. For Capricorn, this your Sade Sati ended in March 2025, but now as Saturn goes retrograde, it's as if it's coming back to Aquarius. So you will feel the pressure of Sade Sati. At the same time, if your moon is in Aquarius, then you'll definitely feel a lot of pressure of Saturn directly on top of your natal moon. So you can do more remedies for moon. Of course, you have to look at the natal chart and superimpose these transits on top of your natal chart to see the full picture. So if you want to do that, we can do a deep dive in your chart. You can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. At the same time, if you want to learn astrology, you can join our courses. Evergreen courses are there. And then also there's a webinar, free webinar on 12th of July, how to find your purpose based on your chart. You'll walk away with a lot of techniques. And we may actually pick 1 or 2 charts from the audience and discuss their purpose in life. That's all free. Now, also among the comments, we pick 2 or 3 charts for in every video. We discuss and give some guidance. So drop in a comment where your Saturn is placed, where your Moon is placed, and also what's your time zone and what time you're watching the video. And a lot of people who are watching, only a small fraction of them actually subscribe to the channel. So I really humble request to please click on the subscribe button so that we can serve you better. So that's what's happening for the sign of Virgo. Virgo Lagna, Virgo Ascendant, Virgo. Next, we have Libra Lagna, Libra Rising, Libra Ascendant. I always say you want to look at the transits from Lagna, from Ascendant, if you want to see the external manifestation, how things may seem in your how things may be in your actual physical reality. You can look at the transits from your Moon sign, but that will tell you how you feel things, because Moon is your mind, your emotions, your feelings. But that's not the external manifestation, not the external results that you'll experience in the physical world. So for Libra rising, your Saturn is transiting through your 6th house in the sign of Pisces. And so Shani Maharaj will go retrograde starting 12th of July for 4 months, over 4 months until 17th of November. So a retrograde planet means it wants to go back and give you results of the previous sign or the previous house. It's like a missed opportunity that it's giving you a second chance for any missed opportunities in the past. So now when Saturn goes retrograde, as if you can bring it back to your 5th house in the sign of Aquarius. Now you'll have Rahu and Saturn both energy together in your 5th house in the sign of Aquarius. Both are very strong in Aquarius. Both are the co-rulers of Aquarius. Not just that, Aquarius is also the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. So Saturn becomes powerful, and Rahu, if it's sitting with a powerful planet, it makes it even 100 times more powerful. So sky is the limit. First of all, extremely creative period for you. Rahu and Saturn both are Vata planets. Vata is wind, air, and that's a lot of movement and change and this creative energy. And both are unconventional planets. Rahu is very innovative also. So you can do a lot of create new things, think outside the box, innovation to the extreme. Then 5th house is your romantic relationships also. So if you're looking for a romantic partner, this is the time, this 4-month window when Saturn goes retrograde, high chances that you will meet a lot of people, a lot of opportunities. For studies, a lot of people ask, how this transit is going to be for education and studies. This will be fantastic for Libra rising. Your studies, especially like undergrad, the college, that will be going to be fantastic. So very powerful energy for that. Then also just be careful in any kind of speculative investments. There's a lot of movement and change. There could be a lot of opportunities. You may see, oh my, this looks like an amazing opportunity, but be careful not to take decision in haste. Don't blindly believe what appears to be. Things may be different. So, but this is not financial advice by any means, but just the energy. So all the 5th house matters. Plus, of course, 5th house is your children. And so working with your children or any kids in general, plus it will bring a lot of opportunities in their life also. So for your children, for your kids, this will be a powerful activation of certain things in their life. So do a lot of creative work. You could do that with your children or with your romantic partner or in your education, like create some new projects. If you're, let's say you go for an internship in your college, if you're a student, this is absolutely, you create like something related to AI projects or, high tech or latest innovation. So all of that is fair game for students at this time. So that's your 5th house. Now, what's happening with your 4th house? Saturn is also the ruler of your 4th house, and now it's going to give you the results of the 5th house. That is the 2nd house from itself. Now, when a planet is sitting in the 2nd house from its own house, that house becomes very strong. So your 4th house will get a boost. That means your home environment will have a positive energy. People at home, it will be more there'll be more like get-togethers or just focusing on your home front. There is a possibility that you may change residence. That's because Saturn, the 4th lord, is with Rahu, which is always, desire, insatiable desire, new things, big things, bigger, so maybe bigger house, things like that. That's a possibility. But also there will be a lot of focus on what makes you happy from within. What is the long term, this happiness, contentment? That will be a big quest. You'll have a lot of into ideas, insights into that. Then fourth house is also the your lineage, like your ancestors, your where you came from. So you'll have some good clarity on your roots, on your family, on your sangha, on your lineage. All of that will be activated. Now, if you have moon in either in Capricorn or in Aquarius, that's what I'm saying is the Rashi. If your moon is in these two signs, then you'll experience this additional like return of Sade Sati. Okay, but anyway, so this is for Libra rising. And also look at the chart, the transit chart in conjunction with your natal chart, superimpose those. That'll give you a better idea. If you want a deep dive, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. If you want to be an astrologer, help yourself, help other people, you can join our courses. And we are having a free webinar on the 12th of July on how to find your purpose through astrology. In the comment section, write where your Saturn is placed, where your moon is placed, and what time zone you're in, and also what time it is when you're watching this video. That helps us a lot. Also, we pick at least 2-3 charts in every video and discuss their placements. And one request, if you're watching and if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, because only a small portion of people who are watching do actually subscribe. So that'll help you be updated on new videos. Thanks for watching. This is for Libra rising. Next is Scorpio rising, Scorpio Lagna, Scorpio ascendant. These transits we see from the ascendant. You can look at the transits, any transit from the moon sign also, but that'll give you how that transit impacts you in your mind, your emotional well-being. But if you want to see the external manifestation, how that transit actually gives you results in the external life, then you want to look at the ascendant. So Scorpio rising, Shani Maharaj will be going retrograde in the sign of Pisces in your 5th house. And when a planet goes retrograde, it as if it wants to give you results of the previous sign, previous house. So you can bring Saturn back to the sign of Aquarius. So there Rahu is sitting. So the two lords of Aquarius, Rahu and Saturn, will be in the sign of Aquarius. A very powerful period for you for the 4th house activation. Now Rahu, Saturn both are very Vata planets, windy, airy planets. So there could be a lot of change, transformation. Literally, this may be a period when you may change residence, or you may feel this uneasy energy, this itch to move or change things around in your home. And also, what's my goal, my inner happiness, long term, what's the things that give you long-term happiness. So that quest will be there, that urge will be there to find out the deeper meaning of life. You may feel restless, you may feel unsettled energy. You may be running around in 100 different directions, which is a good thing. So ultimately, Saturn, Rahu in the 4th house want you to get out of your comfort zone. That's the whole idea. So these 4 months will make you very uneasy, but for a good reason, and for something profound. You'll discover who you are, your lineage also. That's the 4th house, and your what are the things in your life that matter, give you long-lasting happiness. Externally also, good period for real estate opportunities, buying vehicles, but this is not financial advice by any means. But that's all the aspects related to the 4th house will be activated. Now also be careful there, because there's a lot of wind energy, Vata. There could be misinformation, misconception within your family members. So that's one area you want to be careful. Now, best remedies in your home: just do your oil massage, do lots of pranayam, sitting in your home, or just like some renovation projects within your house. So, and then at the same time, your 3rd house is getting activated. 3rd house is the sign of Capricorn. That's also ruled by Saturn. So with the retrograde motion, Saturn wants to go back to the 11th, to the 4th house, which is 2nd house from your 3rd house. So that means 3rd house will get a lot of power. So this is a good period for marketing, for sales, for writing, for publishing, for reaching out to people, for meeting a lot of people, for short distance travels. All of that will be excellent. You want to think outside the box. You can send a lot of newsletters. a lot of new ways of reaching out, marketing, sales, connecting with people one-on-one. That all energy, plus of course the social media. Third house is trines to the 11th also. So just be out there, do your thing, reach out to a lot of people, develop connections. Same thing with your neighbors and your close friends also. This period will bring a lot of positive energy in that area as well. Literally, this is good for writing, but also skills with your hands. If you're a massage, if you do massage, if you work with your hands, if you play an instrument, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. So both your third house and the fourth house are getting a huge this push and energy to achieve big things. Now, retrograde planet is as if it's giving you a second chance for any missed opportunities in the past. So grab these. Of course, if your moon is in Capricorn, you may feel like the return of Sade Sati during these 4 months. If your moon is in Aquarius, then definitely you'll feel this intense pressure of Shani. You want to do lots of Shani remedies. But turn your home into a ashram into and like a spiritual sanctuary, and do lots of things that'll give you insights. Lots of meditation. You can organize group meditation in your home, things like that. Plus, of course, we have to superimpose this transit chart on your natal chart to see the full impact. For that, if you want a deep dive, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. You can also become an astrologer, be your own astrologer, help other people as well. Join our courses, and we have a free webinar on the 12th of July on how to find your purpose through your birth chart. And no prior knowledge is needed, or if you're an astrologer already, you will still gain a lot of insights. And then also in the comment section, write where your Saturn is placed, where your moon is placed, and also what's your time zone and the current time where you're located when you're watching this video. And a lot of people are watching, but they don't subscribe. Only a small portion subscribe. So if you can hit the subscribe button, that'll be really helpful. So that's for the sign of Scorpio Lagna, Scorpio rising, Scorpio ascendant. Next is Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius Lagna, Sagittarius ascendant. Dhanu Lagna. These transits, you want to look from your rising sign. You can look from your moon sign also, your Rashi, Janma Rashi. But from moon, if you look, that will tell you how you will feel the transit, the impact in your mind, emotionally, how that transit will be for you emotionally. But if you want to see the external manifestation, how things will actually manifest externally in your life, practically, then you want to see the Lagna. So for Sagittarius Lagna, Dhanu Lagna, Shani Maharaj is transiting through your fourth house in the sign of Pisces. And it will be retrograde, Vakri, from July 12th through November 17th. Now, when a planet goes retrograde, that means it wants to give you results of the previous sign or the previous house. That means Shani Maharaj wants to give you results of your third house, which is the sign of Aquarius, and Rahu is sitting there. Now, third house is Aquarius, and Rahu and Shani both are the co-rulers of Aquarius. So that means both the rulers of your third house, the lords, will be in their own sign, in their own house. So this will really activate your third house. Now, retrograde planet gives you a second chance. So there may be some missed opportunities related to the previous sign. Those opportunities, the planet is giving you a second chance to grab those opportunities. So third house will be extremely strong. And anyway, Aquarius is the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. So, and Rahu further strengthens the planet it is sitting with. So it makes its power even like 100 times more impactful. So sky is the limit. What we are saying is your third house will have huge positive results, a lot of opportunities. So what does that include? Third house means your communication, especially written communication. Third house is marketing, sales, reaching out to people, short distance travels, having one-on-one these connections. So all of that, so organizing some events, in-person events, could be online also, social media, because of course the 11th house is also being impacted. But more about short distance travels, grassroots organization, or organizing webinars, or some info sessions with your clients in person. That'll go a long way. Then of course the third house is all about writing and written communication, so sending out a lot of newsletters. If you're a writer, this is going to be fantastic. uh, Publishing books, and any of that will be great. Or if you do any skills with your hands, that will be activated as well. So if you want to learn some new skills with your hands, or let's say you're into massage, or you play instrument, you're a musician, all of that, this will be this will give you a lot of opportunities and a lot of like new ideas, thinking outside the box, how you can um, you know improve that, your skills with your hands, your communication, your marketing, your sales. And then third house is also your younger siblings. So for that, you have to be careful though, that there could be some misconception, misinformation, misunderstanding with your younger siblings, or with your close friends, or also with your neighbors. So the human aspect could have some difficult energy, but otherwise all the other things like material things, and like skills and stuff, those will flourish a lot. So that's your third house. Now what's happening with the second house? Saturn, Shani Maharaj, is also the lord of your second house. That's going to be in the third house. And third house, if a planet goes to the second from itself, it actually boosts that house. So that means the second house, which is Capricorn, will also be very positive. Strong results related to the second house. Now, so second house, third house, both are communication. Second house is speech, third house is written communication. So this is the time for you, this period, this transit, this 4-month period is excellent for you to go out and, like I said, give webinars, through use your speech or your written communication. All of that is going to be fantastic. Then also this period will give you a lot of innovative ideas how you can improve your wealth, your accumulated resources. That's all the second house. One area of caution is you may end up eating stale food, junk food, fried things like that, because the second lord will be with Rahu. So you may have that tendency, or to eat irregularly. So your food, your diet is going to be under pressure. So you have to take extra care. Now you also want to superimpose your natal chart on top of the transit chart. That gives you the full picture. If you want a deep dive, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. Also, you can join our courses, be your own astrologer. And we have a free webinar coming up on the 12th of July, how to find your purpose through your chart. Register for that. All the links, everything is in the first pinned comment and also in the description section. And then in the comment section, please drop a comment telling us where your Saturn is placed, where your Moon is placed, and also your time zone and the current time when you're watching the video. We will pick at least 2 or 3 comments and discuss your chart, at least those placements, in the future videos. And also please subscribe if you haven't already. A lot of people watch the video, but a small portion of them subscribe. So a humble request, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. So this is for Sagittarius. Next is Capricorn rising, Capricorn Lagna, Capricorn ascendant. So Makar Lagna. This is for you. And also if you have, now these transits we see from Lagna, that shows the external manifestation, how you will see the results in your life. But if you want to see from Moon, you can see from your Moon sign also the transits, but that will just show you the emotional impact of the transit, not the physical manifestation. So that's the difference. A lot of people still ask, should I see from the Lagna or from the Moon sign? You can see from both, but for different perspective or different goal. So for Capricorn rising, Shani Maharaj is transiting through your third house. That's the sign of Pisces, and it's going Vakri, retrograde, for these 4 months, July 12th through November 17th. What happens when a planet goes retrograde? It wants to give you results of the previous sign. So as if it wants to go back to the previous sign, as if it's you had some missed opportunities and now it's giving you a second chance. So it's usually a huge blessing for the previous sign, but of course you want to see what's happening in the previous sign, who's sitting there, what sign it is. So now in case of Saturn going retrograde, Saturn will be going back to the sign of Aquarius, and Rahu is sitting there, and Rahu, Saturn both are the co-lords of Aquarius. That means the 2 lords of Aquarius will be joining forces in the sign of Aquarius. So your second house will get a huge boost. There'll be a lot of positive results related to your second house, because Rahu is the co-lord, and then Shani is Aquarius is the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. So very, very powerful results. So that means one is this is the period to think outside the box and how do you can really manifest in a big way, like 10x your resources, your wealth, your things related to your family income, family wealth, and all that resources. Secondly, think of you know, this could be a challenging period a little bit for in terms of your connection with your family. There could be a lot of travel, maybe foreign travel, or different family members may be away from each other, because there's a lot of this vata energy. Rahu and Saturn combination is huge excess vata. Vata means wind, its movement, its change, and also like insatiable desire. And there could be miscommunication, misunderstandings with your family members, because second house is our kutumba, which is the family. And so you have to be careful dealing with your family members. There should not be any miscommunication. So make sure you are saying the things very clearly, and also do not misinterpret anything when it comes to your family. The third thing is, be careful with your speech. There could be misunderstanding, miscommunication, but it is actually very powerful period for you to give a speech in a webinar, YouTube, or anything to do with your speech. You'll have a huge opportunity to impact a lot of people, reach out a lot of people. So that's your third house. Now, your Lagna. Shani Maharaj, of course, it's your Lagna Lord. So this is wherever the Lagna Lord is going, whatever is happening with the Lagna Lord in the transit makes a huge impact on the native. So as a Capricorn rising, you want to see what's happening with Shani Maharaj. Shani Maharaj will be retrograde. So that means when the Lagna Lord goes back to the sign of Aquarius, it becomes very strong. So this is a very powerful period for your Lagna also. And besides, the Lagna Lord will be as if sitting in the second house. So that strengthens that house, the Lagna. So overall, good for physical health, focusing on your own self-development, personality, being more confident, and think outside the box, because Lagna Lord will join forces with Rahu, which is an unconventional planet. In fact, both Saturn and Rahu give you unconventional results for different reasons. We discussed the story, I think, in the sign of Taurus rising, you can check out. But this is the time to sort of come out of your shell, break the mold, be this maverick, this unconventional energy, be this new, this phoenix rising, and embrace the different, the being that you are, the unique being in your own way. So in any case, so be very, very creative, be innovative, be unconventional, but be yourself and be strong, and you will discover a lot of things about yourself, who you are, what's your purpose. That's the goal. So that's what the Lagna Lord will do, is to introduce you to your own unique identity, who you are and what's your purpose in this incarnation. Because the Lagna defines the whole chart. Lagna is you. That's your personality, your being. So very powerful activation of your Lagna Lord. That is, of course, the Lagna also, and the second house getting all the power. Now, of course, you want to superimpose this transit chart on top of your natal chart. That gives you the full picture. So if you want to deep dive, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. At the same time, you can also leave a comment and tell us where your Saturn is placed, where your Moon is placed, and your time zone and the current time. We pick a few charts from the comments, and we'll discuss in the future videos. If you want to learn astrology, you can join our courses. And also, we're doing a free webinar on the 12th of July. We'll discuss how to find your purpose through your chart. You can join that on our website as well. So that's what's happening with Capricorn rising, with Makar Lagna. Next is Aquarius rising, Aquarius Lagna, Aquarius first house. And so that is Kumbh Lagna. You want to look at the transits from the Lagna, the rising sign, because that shows the external manifestation, how the transit will impact you externally in your life. You can, and a lot of people ask this question, you can see the transits from Moon also, but that'll tell you how the transit will impact you emotionally at an emotional level, not the external manifestations. The external manifestation is your Lagna. So for Aquarius rising, Very, very powerful transit, this retrograde. Your Lagna Lord, Shani Maharaj, will be going retrograde. Sitting in the second house, physically it's sitting in the second house in the sign of Pisces, but from there it'll go retrograde. That means it wants to come back to your first house, to your Lagna. And now Shani, of course, is very powerful in the sign of Aquarius once it comes back to the Lagna. And then Rahu is sitting there. Of course, it's the Rahu is the co-lord of your Lagna, of the sign of Aquarius. Plus, Aquarius happens to be the Mula Trikona Rashi of Shani Maharaj. That means it's like the CEO sitting in the office. So a very, very positive transit for Aquarius rising. You'll become more self-confident. You'll be more aware of who you are, more authentic, but more unconventional also, more innovative. The sky is the limit. Plus, you'll focus a lot on your health, how to improve your health, self-development, personality development, but most importantly, who you are, your purpose, your dharma, and your strengths in this lifetime. So you'll align your work with your purpose. So this is a huge transformation. It's like the retrograde planet gives you a second chance to grab any of the missed opportunities that you may have had in the past, which you didn't grab. So now Shani Maharaj wants to one more time. Next time this will happen will be after 26, 27 years, because that's how long Shani Maharaj takes to go around the zodiac, except for 11 signs. So next time it'll be back in the sign of Aquarius after 26, 27 years. But until then, these 4 months, this is the powerful window when your Lagna Lord will be giving you results as if it's sitting in your Lagna, not physically, but energetically. So that's the first thing. Your Lagna is completely activated. Secondly, your 12th house is also ruled by Shani Maharaj, Saturn, and the 12th Lord, Saturn, will be essentially going and sitting in the Lagna in the second house from the 12th. So your 12th house is also activated. That will get a lot of strength. That means maybe foreign travel, which anyways is indicated with Rahu transiting through your Lagna. Throughout this transit of Rahu in the Lagna, a lot of potential for foreign travel, or also connection with foreign people, foreign projects, foreign things, foreign culture, then 12th house is also your subconscious mind. That means connection with the ancestors, astral travel, energy healing, hypnotherapy, yoga nidra. All of those are going to be very, very powerful for you. If you have never tried, you should try. If you already do that, you'll make a lot of progress, because Shani, Rahu both are giving you this power. See, Rahu is also our deep, like subconscious thoughts and feelings, all of that. So that planet Rahu is activating your 12th Lord. And as we know, 12th house represents all of those things beyond the three-dimensional existence. So enroll in a course, learn past life regression, especially anything that's very esoteric, including astrology. You can join our courses in astrology. But then 12th house is also retreats. So you can go on a retreat, go to an ashram, spend a lot of time exploring the secrets of the universe. And so a lot of secrets may be revealed during this time because 12th Lord will be active. So that's what's happening for your Lagna, for your 12th house. But also you want to superimpose your natal chart on top of the transit chart. That gives you the full picture. You can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com if you want a deep dive. But also leave a comment and tell us where your Saturn is placed, where your Moon is placed. Now, another thing is, if your Moon is in Capricorn, then you will also feel sort of the return of Sade Sati for this brief 4-month window. So you want to do more Shani remedies. But if your Moon is also Aquarius, then this will be a very intense return of Sade Sati. Literally, Shani Maharaj will be on top of your natal moon energetically. So you do want to do lots of remedies, but for Shani Maharaj. But this is an excellent opportunity also to align your dharma, your karma, yourself, your personality, who you are, and discovering your your purpose in this life. Because Shani Maharaj, the biggest thing is Saturn means business. Shani Maharaj doesn't want you to waste even a microsecond. So it will sort of force you transiting through your Lagna to focus on things that are important and not to waste time in frivolous things or just unimportant things. So, and it makes you very mature also. See, if you have Saturn in the natal chart in your lagna, the person becomes mature very early on. So during the transit, it's like a mini window. It's making you mature during that phase when Shani Maharaj will have impact on your lagna. But of course, Rahu is sitting there as well. So this is a very kind of explosive energy, also a lot of wind, vata energy. So that's another one caution is you want to do a lot of grounding exercises, oil massage, pranayam, anulom vilom, alternate nostril breathing. But then, foreign travel, a lot of travel and things, those are also good remedies. So that's for Aquarius rising, Aquarius. Next is Pisces rising, Pisces lagna, Pisces ascendant, Meena lagna. Now we want to look at the transits from the rising sign because that shows the external manifestation. You can look at the transits from the moon sign also, from Rashi, but that will show you the emotional impact of the transit, not the external manifestation. So that's the difference between the looking at the transit from the rising sign versus looking from the moon sign. So now for Pisces rising, what's happening is Shani Maharaj, of course, transiting through your lagna, through the first house, but it's going to go retrograde during these 4 months, July 12th to November 7th. So that means it wants to give you results of the previous sign, the previous house. So as if you can bring Shani Maharaj back to your 12th house where Rahu is placed. So now you'll have the energy of Saturn and Rahu in your 12th house in the sign of Aquarius. Now, it just so happens that both Saturn and Rahu are the co-lords of Aquarius. So that means the two lords of the sign will be sitting in their own sign, in their own house. So your 12th house will get a lot of strength, a lot of opportunities from abroad, maybe a lot of foreign travel opportunities, or connection with foreign people, or projects from foreign countries, learning some foreign language, or going deep into your esoteric studies, awakening your subconscious mind, connecting with the ancestors. Sky is the limit, literally. For Pisces rising, their 12th house is activated in a big way. Now, Saturn retrograde means it is giving you a second chance to grab any missed opportunities connected with your 12th house. And this will not happen after this period. This will not happen for another 26, 27 years. That's when Saturn comes back to sign of Aquarius. So grab this opportunity where your 12th house is completely activated. Very powerful. Do lots of meditation. You can go for a retreat, that is 12th house. But you do yoga nidra, deep meditation, things like that. Now, there is a caution also because Rahu, Saturn together, a lot of wind energy, this scattered energy, vata energy. There may be misunderstanding, miscommunication, but also 12th house represents secrets. So there may be a fair amount of secretive things going on, hidden enemies, all of that. So you have to be careful. So this is not an easy transit because 12th house is like a blind spot. So you never know what's coming up. But you got to be careful from your side. And then you can do the remedies, which is you can help ground this excess vata energy by doing grounding exercises, walking bare feet on the ground, hugging the trees, doing lots of pranayam, anulom vilom pranayam, alternate nostril breathing, and then also oil massage, self massage, abhyanga, shirodhara, all. Now, at the same time, your 11th house is getting activated. Why? Because that's the sign of Capricorn and that's also ruled by Saturn. So your 11th lord is going to be with Rahu, giving you results as if it's sitting in your 12th house, which actually activates the 11th. So that means your desires will be fulfilled. You'll have an increase in income, more opportunities, how to make money. You'll have more friend circle, social media, all that activity will increase. But also 11th house is older siblings. So that you have to be careful. There may be issues, misunderstanding with your older siblings, also with your friends. 11th house represents our friends as well. And then, of course, 11th house is social media. So there will be opportunities. There'll be expansion in those areas. But you got to be careful because there could be misunderstanding, miscommunication, maya, illusion. That's Rahu and Saturn. A lot of vata energy, movement, change, transformation. So you got to be careful. But once you are careful, you do the due diligence, then sky is the limit. So it'll give you huge opportunities to expand your reach, be more out there in social media, or just developing these long lasting friendships, lifelong friendships that are that have a solid foundation, not just like this frivolous these activity or friendships that a lot of people have online. So in a way, both the 11th house and the 12th house are activated and will give you positive results, a lot of opportunities. But at the same time, as I mentioned, be careful of any secrets, hidden things going on, or miscommunication with these people in your life, especially while traveling abroad. Also, be careful. But you can do lots of remedies that I mentioned earlier. Plus, another remedy is a donation to foreign causes like charities abroad, or to the temples and stuff. So, but from your side, lots and lots of meditation will really help get the positive blessings of Shani Maharaj. Now, also, you want to look at the natal chart. You want to superimpose the transit on natal, so that'll give you the full picture. For that, if you want a deep dive, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. You can also join our courses, become your own astrologer, and there's a free webinar on the 12th of July. You can join that you will learn how to find your purpose through your birth chart. And then also please leave a comment and tell us where your Saturn is placed, where your Moon is placed, and your time zone, and what time it is right now when you're watching the video. That helps us a lot. Plus, we pick at least 2-3 charts from all comments and then discuss in the future videos. So that's what's happening for the sign of Pisces. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. A very small portion of people who are watching, they actually end up subscribing. So it's a humble request. That will be really good for us, and you'll also get the latest updates. Thanks for watching. So that's for the sign of Pisces Lagna.